Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Farani Shazrin binti Zulkifli and my matric number is DGG192005. Okay, now I'm going to talk about perspective in photography. Okay, so what is a horizontal line in photography? A horizontal line is a straight line that runs from the left side of the frame to the right. The most commonly used horizontal line in photography genres that are practiced outdoors is the Earth's horizon, the apparent line that separates the land from the sky. Horizontal line also exists in building when shooting architecture or cityscape photograph, as well as in studio session if you get up your subject accordingly. So, how to use horizontal line in photography? First, broken horizon with a leading line. An unbroken horizon can appear to be quite boring to the viewer. A great way to create more interest in an otherwise dull picture is to intersect some elements from other parts of the image over the horizon. Without the bridge, it will still be a decent photo as the lights and the nighttime atmosphere would partially make up for any lack of leading lines. The second one is broken horizon with perpendicular lines. This can cause general confusion as the viewer's eye is dragged all around the frame in search of the main subject. It's easy to mess things up when using vertical lines to interrupt the flat horizon line. So if you're not careful, then you may make your composition even worse. Try to imagine the image above without the wooden poles rising from the water between the gondolas. The image will appear to be thinner, so it will also be more static. Thirdly is leading lines blending into the horizon. You can create more interest in horizontal lines by converging all of the other leading lines within the frame. Use the horizon as an anchor point within the image. In combination with symmetry and light, you can be able to incorporate the rows of lavender as converging lines towards the two trees in the background. The final result is a static yet peaceful atmosphere. The fourth is horizontal lines to frame the subject. You can still enforce horizontal line within your picture to frame your subject. By aiding the overexposing the snow in the upper and lower parts of the frame, it creates a sense of confusion and loss, arising from the fact that the viewer won't really know what is happening at the edge of the image. The function of these two horizontal lines is to give the idea that the vertical lines are starting from and ending in the unknown, as though they are floating in the air. The fifth is horizontal lines as the division point of the image. Most commonly, horizontal lines tend to arise as the division point of the image when you are shooting reflections. Reflection can be beautiful and strong enough to hold the composition of a photo without the help of leading lines. To use the horizon as a division point, you will just need to make sure that you balance the placement of the horizontal line. Next, what is a vertical line in photography? Vertical landscape photos work best when the subject of your photograph is also vertical. Consider a very tall waterfall or a mountain. This type of scene works very well when you shoot in vertical format due to their height. By shooting in vertical format, you can accentuate the drama and dynamic qualities of the subject. When did you use vertical in photography? The answer is if the subject is taller than wide. Another situation which you might shoot vertical as opposed to horizontal for landscape photos is when your subject is taller than it is wide. Take this example of the Northern Lights in Ireland, shooting up from a position in the sky over the Tangerine Gudalos waterfall. This technique contributes to amplifying the sense of motion in the image, along with the downward motion of the waterfall cascading into the smooth and dreamy water below. Next is when the subject is looking up or down. Shooting vertically is also perfect for landscape photography when your subject is either looking up or down. It allows you to utilize the subject gaze to highlight other leading lines, giving the sense that the subject might be moving deeper into an image or towards the camera. In this photo of an ice cave in Ireland, the vertical orientation serves to highlight the height of the ice cave itself, exaggerating the snow in the foreground and thereby creating a sense of depth, giving scale to the rest of the image. Lastly is to focus attention. Shooting landscape vertically can also be used to focus a viewer's attention on a single subject, such as this depression within the ground of a geothermal area in Ireland. The effect is achieved by removing the viewer's peripheral vision within the scene. This helps to cut out distraction, such as other geothermal depression within the immediate vicinity that might otherwise catch the viewer's eye. Next is what is diagonal line in photography. In diagonal composition, the elements in the image are organized based on a diagonal line. Such a composition can emphasize perspective, give the image a sense of depth, and also add dynamism. Example of diagonal composition is the first, single diagonal lines. Using the lines on a mountain surface, the shape was composed to align the diagonal line with a natural lines on the mountain surface. The second one is using intersecting diagonal line to guide and focus attention. When you have two intersecting diagonal lines, viewers' eyes will be drawn to where they meet. You can make use of that when you decide on where to place key elements in your composition. In this example, the X shape formed by the body and wings of the airplane is located at the top diagonal half of the image. Next, we proceed to curved line. What is a curved line in photography? It is a type of leading line which, when used strategically, can greatly enhance your overall composition. Curve is a very powerful visual cue that can help to guide the eye gracefully through a scene, pointing to important elements along the way. This compositional technique takes your viewer on a visual journey, creating an added layer of interest that will immerse them in your photograph. Curved line is a powerful visual tool. The flow of rhythm in a landscape photo is important, as it can change the atmosphere that you are trying to convey. In most cases, S-curves are also a great way of demonstrating elegance, energy, and force within your landscape photos of islands. They can make a static image more dynamic by creating a sense of movement, as well as by generating visual depth and perspective in an otherwise two-dimensional scene. Next is improving your landscape photography with S-curve. The beauty of an S-curve is that you can use it simply as you would with a leading line into the scene, as a way of framing or separating other elements, or even by featuring it as the main subject or focal point of your composition. They can also start somewhere at the bottom or the top of your frame, or even come up from the side. The aim is to keep the elements within your frame in harmony with the S-curve, rather than tipping with too much weight to one of the edges. The last one is direction of an S-curve. The direction that the S-curve faces may also affect your overall composition by influencing how the eye is guided through the frame, which in turn can alter the atmosphere or mood of the landscape. This type of motion creates a sense of perspective and depth, as though the viewer is being led away through the scene. So this is a reference that I researched on Google. That's all for me. Thank you for watching.